YouTube. Today we're gonna do a step-by-step get ready with me. I filmed like a couple of get ready with me's for Instagram, but we're gonna go into detail for everything I do for my everyday makeup look, how I get the most flawless looking base. I look so rough right now. I literally look hungover, like my bags are so bad. So we're gonna turn this face into a more awake looking one anyway. So let's get started. So first I'm going to start with my skin prep. Everything I'm using for skin prep is from Beauty from Bees. Okay, this is my all-time favorite skincare company, makeup, everything. Like, they have the best products, all natural, no toxic chemicals. I think you can use discount code EMMA15, but only for the first week of every month. So anyways, if you're interested. So first I'm gonna just wet my face with the face spritz. These are probiotic infused. I add a little bit of my moisturizing face oil and I kind of just let this, you know, absorb before I go in with my primer. So this is an oil base, but like obviously it's gonna be oily at first, but you have to let it sit and just absorb into your skin, and then your skin becomes just so moisturized. It's amazing. Now that that has sit for just a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my Beauty from Bees primer. I love this primer. It does help a little bit with minimizing your pores and help with creasing as well, so I really make sure to get that in my under eyes because that's where I get the most creasing. And it is a little bit sticky, so it's going to make your makeup last, you know, pretty much all day long. And it's really moisturizing as well, so if you have dry skin, this combination is perfect. But if you have oily skin, then I recommend skipping the step of doing the face oil. Okay, now for my base, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I'm going to mix it with another foundation. I like this stuff because it is moisturizing, and I have pretty dry skin, so, and this also gives you like a really nice glow, so I use a little bit of this just for like a little bit of extra coverage because it is pretty light coverage. I'll go in with this L'Oreal True Match foundation. I really like this stuff, but it is kind of matte, so that's why I like to mix them both, just to give me like more coverage but also still have some moisture, like, you know, glowy base instead of a matte base, because I don't really like matte. I like to be glowy, so I just mix those two. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush from Beauty from Bees. I always used to be like a sponge girl, but ever since this makeup brush came out, I absolutely love it. Like, it literally just gives the most seamless look, like immediately, just already blended in so nicely. I don't really like really full coverage foundation. I still like my skin to shine through. I just feel like it makes it feel and look like you're not even wearing makeup. It's just like a nice, evens everything out really nicely. See, no streaks at all. This makeup brush is amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna do some contour. So I just use this Makeup by Mario contour stick. This stuff is so nice because it just blends in so nicely. So I just go right on my cheekbones, around my forehead. Do a little bit on my eyelids too, makes your eyes just like, and then I'll do a little bit around my nose, and then a little bit down here and there. And then with a damp beauty sponge, then I will blend this in. Okay, next up is concealer. So I'm going to use this Maybelline concealer for right here, just to carve out my cheeks. And then for my under eyes, I'm going to use the Beauty from Bees concealer just because I find it's the best one and it doesn't crease as much as the other ones. So first I'm just going to connect from the corner of your mouth up here to carve the cheeks. I'll use this for like anywhere I want to highlight, so like my forehead, my chin, just underneath my nose here at the tip of my nose. And then with the same beauty sponge, I will blend that in. So see, kind of just like making your face look a little bit snatched, but don't worry, we'll fix those harsh lines so it's not so obvious. Okay, now with the Beauty from Bees concealer, we're gonna use this for our under eyes. So I like to go like here to beside my nose so that we can make our nose look a little bit skinnier. And then all under here. I love this stuff because you can use a lot of it, but it's super, you know, it's light coverage, so it's not going to look cakey, and it's just really nice. It does dry quickly, so I'll do one eye at a time. So I go as close to my nose as possible and just blend that out, and I'll bring it up a little bit because I find that just really brings your eyes out. It does brighten. And again, it's just so nice because it does not crease as well as the other ones. Like you're still gonna get a little bit of creasing if you have like those wrinkles underneath your eyes, but when I would use this the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, man, it creases so bad. Okay, same on the other side. Okay, next up, so yeah, there's gonna be some harsh lines at first, but just trust the process. Next step is going to be blush. So this is the Sweet Cheeks blush from NYX in the shade Baby Doll. To use a brush for this one, I like to use a stipple brush, like a flat surface, because I find it just blends out so nicely. If I use my Beauty Blender, it takes away so much of the color, so I don't really like to use Beauty Blender for this blush. So a little bit on the high points or cheekbones, stipple brush, and then just blend that in however you like it. I like to put mine on the highest points of my cheekbone, and then bring it down a little bit. Do my cheeks, and then kind of bring it into my eyelid a little bit. And then I'll use like whatever's left over and like go a little bit on my nose. And harsh lines, but we'll fix it with the powder. Now I'm gonna set all my cream products in place. Setting spray, this is just from Beauty from Bees. And then I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty setting powder, which I need more of because I'm running out. And also if you don't like how like there's like lines where the blush is, then I'll just take the residue off my Beauty Blender and kind of just blend that out a little bit smoother so it doesn't look so, you know what I mean, better. Okay, now that's pretty dry. I'm just gonna go in and fix any creasing if there is any, but there isn't because concealer's the best. I'm gonna take a powder puff. You can get these off Amazon. And take my Huda Beauty setting powder, tap a little bit off on my hand, and then I always set my under eyes, and like anywhere I put the concealer is where I will kind of put the setting powder. Just smooths everything out so nicely. This is my favorite setting powder. And then I'll just take a big powder brush and like brush that all over my face so that it's not sticky. Okay, that just smoothed everything, blended everything in nicely. No more harsh lines, just like subtle shades. So now we're gonna go in with our powder products, and I'm gonna be using the Beauty from Bees bronzer brush and blush brush, and I'm gonna be using their bronzer and their blush. So first with bronzer, go in with our brush and just put that right below the cheekbones, like that. A little bit, you don't need much, just to you know, kind of shade it. And this is like a really light shade, so it's not super intense, which is nice. And my forehead, basically everywhere you put the cream bronzer as well. Now for the blush, this is my favorite blush. It's so subtle as well and so pretty, so you can use a good chunk of it, and just exactly where you put the cream blush, just to bring out the color a little bit more. And I'll do a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Okay, very subtle, very pretty. I love it. Okay, next I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit more. So I use just like I don't know, I don't really love to use this brush because it's so hard, but I'm just gonna take the bronzer and go right above my nose to like make my nose look like a little button nose. Okay, next up, Rare Beauty highlighter. This shit is amazing, literally amazing. So we'll just take like a nice, I don't know what you would call this, flimsy little brush, and you just need one little dab. Maybe a little bit more. You can see that. It's so pretty. I'll use it on the high points of my cheekbone a little bit, coming into the eyelid a little bit more, and then I'll like squeeze this brush and use it for the tip of my nose and right on my cupid's bow, a little bit down the bridge of my nose as well. It's so pretty. That's it for the base. So super pretty and flawless, and doesn't look like you're wearing too much makeup. Now I do my eyebrows, so I just use this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, brush up my little hairs. My pencil, kind of line out where I want the shape, and then just fill it in slightly. Never even, ever. And that's it. I'd like an eyebrow glue to gel up my hairs a little bit, but I don't have one. You know, with an angled brush like this, and the corner of this, I'm going to do a little bit of a wing, so I put that here. It just makes the perfect wing. And then with a little bit of black or dark brown eyeshadow, just place it where you want it, and then go to town however big you want your wing. Oops. See? Easy peasy. Those actually match pretty good. Typically they don't. This one's a little bit short. just gonna add like a little bit of eyeshadow, like a tiny little tint of it. I like to use like an orangey brown because it really makes blue eyes pop, so I'm not gonna use much at all, just to give my eyes like a little tiny bit of color. Should have done this first before the eyeliner. Now I just do my eyelashes. I'm pretty much done. These two mascaras, the Beauty from Bees mascara and then this one, tiny little bit on my lashes just to make sure they're all like separated nicely. I'll go in with the Beauty from Bees, and this stuff is amazing. Always get it on my freaking eyelid every time. Okay, last but not least, we have lips. I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty warm brown lip liner. Love this stuff. So nice. It's like the perfect for your lips. Like that. And then, what is this? At McGrath Divine Rose lipstick. Also like a nudie color. And then I'm gonna use Too Faced Maximum Lip Injections. I almost forgot my freckles. This is a freckle pen from Amazon. I just go over the one that I already have. And then I'll add just like a couple because I love freckles. I think today I'm actually gonna add some bottom eyeliner because I'm feeling it today. Here we go. I like that. I like that. Thanks guys for watching. Let me know if you want to see anything else, but that's it.